Welcome back everyone to some more Zelda Majora's Mask. Let's go on outside to the clock town. Dawn of the first day. We have 72 hours. The good old cinematic shot. He gives me the creeps. That mask salesman was the sorry, just thinking about out loud. But 3 days, even if we were never sleep, that still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. Let's get to finding the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there. Yeah, I mean, Great Fairy doesn't pose an issue at all. Great Fairy's pretty weak. Sorry to tell you that. Tattle. Alright, so this is the North Clock Town section. And as we all know, Great Fairy is this way. So I just gotta go up here. Actually, wait, is the Great Fairy? Wait, Great Fairy's in here, not in that hole. I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man. Man, there's so many things I'm forgetting that we have to do. I can't find those things until it's dark out. Because I have to find the Great Fairy's little fairy speckles or individual pieces. Can I get over this? What was down here? Man, it kind of sucks you can't save. At least not yet. Oh no, I didn't mean to fall. Okay, I don't think this is... Yeah, this isn't necessary for me to... I don't have to do this. I was thinking maybe this is something I need to do, but it's not. Man, so I got to wait till it's dark out. Because that's the only time I can go look for the fairies, individual fairy pieces. These little guys right here. I forget, I think it's only one. It's only one. And I know exactly where it is too, so it's not like it's super complicated. I know where it's at. It's just unfortunate we gotta wait. Is there not a way I can fast forward time still? Because otherwise, this is stupid. I just gotta run around town and wait all day. Because, I mean, nighttime's a good amount of time still. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of time to just sit here and accomplish nothing. But this right here, this is where the other fairy shows up. Or at least the one fairy, but it only shows up at night. And I have no way of accessing the fairy. And the only way I can think to fast forward time is in here. There's an old lady, but you can't talk to her yet. She's in this room over here. Or no, she's over here. She's in this room this way. But yeah, see, you can't go in there for the time being. So I don't know how else to make time. I'm pretty sure that's the room. I don't think it's this one, is it? Oh no, it's this room. So can I get her to fast forward time? Oh no, no, I do want to hear a story. Okay, so this one will take 2 hours. And this will cut back some time. We just listened to this story. Let's listen to this again. Alright, one more will make it nighttime. Alright, so now we're back outside. And like I said before, there's the one fairy we need. It's the only one that we need. Luckily. Just gotta shoot on up here. And there you go. So now back to the north part of the clock town that we go. And then once we get there, we shall access the Great Fairy. You stupid pup. So now, this part's... Man, I really wish we could do those quick saves now. You have to do so much stuff before you can save. I forgot all this stuff you have to do. Because this game has 2 systems for saving. You know, you got the whole quick save system that you can use. And then you have the Ocarina, you know, traveling back in time with the Song of Time save system. And I kind of wonder why they did it that way instead of just having the Ocarina save style where you just press pause, B, and A. Title, and you, young one of the altered shape. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the great fairy of magic. I thought that the masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this magic. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. Alright, so now we're charging up, getting some energy, and now we can make little bubbles. The most OP attack in all of Zelda history. Deku Bubbles. So dramatic, come on. You've been granted magic power. Press B to shoot Bubble Blast. And this is just basically summing that up. The man who lives in the observatory outside the town may know of the Skull Kid's whereabouts. But be careful. You must not underestimate the child's power. Kind young one, if ever you are returned to your former shape, come see me. I shall grant you more help. Alright, so that's the Great Fairy. Now we have our power. So now the next thing that we can go do is, of course, we can go pop some bubble, or we can go pop this balloon over here for this kid. Hello, little child. Let me show you what it's all about. That's how you do it. Bubbles, man. I don't know what you got in your little spitball gun. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads us to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting it that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. Huh, you know what? Part of me wants to kind of see if I remember what the code is. But I can't recall exactly. I want to say it's like 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, or I don't know. Regardless, we just have to get these 5 kids before the next day. It isn't too complicated. I think I remember where most of them are. Yeah, I'll leave you over here in the corner with the strange man. And then we'll get this kid. I have half the time I need to do this. Come on. Ah. That kid sucks. Where'd he go? Okay, there's that kid. Alright, there's that one. 3 left. We got 6 hours to do it. Can we do it? I know one's over here with like one of the cuckoos or whatever. I just heard him. I saw him run. Alright, 2 of you are left. There's the one with the cuckoo, or whatever the chickens are called in this world. Cuckoo or cuckoo, I forget exactly. But we're about to get him in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. Da da da. Oh God, no! Just stop, stop, please. Wait, where'd he go? Oh. Oh my God, I cannot get this guy. I don't want to fall off the stairway. 0. Got it. Told you. 5 seconds. That's all I needed. Yep. Alright, so the other guy's pretty easy. He's in the... This one's probably the easiest, like, area. There's only one in this spot. And it's a long stretch, too. There he is, all the way up there. West Clocktown. This is probably the cooler I like this section the most, I would say. In the Clocktown area. Alright, let's see how fast we can get this guy. In for the kill. Alright, there we go. Little redemption. Took a little too long on that 4th one. Alright, so you're the Deku. Okay, you're pretty good for a Deku scrub. If only you were human. Then I could give you an original bomber's notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. I guess not. Once. We let some kid who wasn't a human join our gang, and the boys did. We ever regret it? Sorry. Oh, I guess it must have been Skull Kid. But I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. I can tell you only once. Though, so pay close attention. Oh yeah, it's just one thing and we don't have the notebook yet. So it's 2 first. I don't know why they have to do it in order of their numbers. 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. Okay, that's not hard to remember. 25, 43, 1. Now, back in the day, it did suck. Like, early 2000, if you forgot the code. Yeah, that was problematic because then it was like, oh, great. Now I have to play the game again and go after those kids. But now, it's not as big of a deal because we have this thing called the internet. So if you did forget, 25, 43, 1, you could just search it. Of course, you could just search that and not even have to do it from the beginning. But what fun is that? Hey, kid. 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. That's right. If you know the code, then you're a member, right? Okay, here you go. Alright, so there's a lot of cool stuff in that telescope guy place. Oh yeah, and the Bomber's Secret Society of Justice Forever. Yeah. Alright, so we are on our way to the observatory. Pretty dark place. I don't know what these kids do down here. Or how they even get to the observatory. They'd have to swim through all this. None of this makes sense. And they couldn't even pop the balloon outside, so how are they getting past this balloon? Of course, I guess Majora just put that up there recently, so it probably didn't block them completely. Can I make it? Ah. No. Dawn of the second day. 48 hours remain. Okay, so here we go. We are now going to talk to our friend. Well, well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the bomber gang? Your manners seem much better than those of the young, mischievous friends from the other day. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon tears. Oh wait, my moon's tear. There was no stopping him, except for he didn't take it. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around Clock Tower. Yeah, I'll gaze. I'll look. We'll check it out. See what we got going on. We got... Where's he at? There's like... Depending on the time of day... Okay, there he is. That dude... I don't know if I've ever figured out how to talk to him. Because you could see him now on the telescope, but every time I've ever gone out there, it didn't matter what day it was, the second day, third day, fourth, or a third day, I never could find that guy. I don't know if I've ever figured out how to communicate with him, but I know there has to be something you do. I just never like really dug into it. But yeah, we check out all the stuff. Got the cool volcano. Man, I really would love to come back to Termino one day and see this land again and like how it's advanced throughout time. But anyways, here's the Skull Kid chilling, wearing Majora's Mask. Gosh, how does that telescope that's so long aim down to that angle so well? Well, did you find that troublemaker? And that loud noise, what was that? Perhaps another moon tear has fallen nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that only opens on the eve of the carnival. Okay, so... Alright, so that's, I'm trying to think of, like, what role did that character right there, that character model play in the Ocarina of Time? Because that's the one thing about Majora's Mask, is it recycles a lot of the characters from... It recycles a lot of the characters from Ocarina of Time, because like I said, they made the game in a year. So a lot of these characters you'll recognize from Ocarina of Time, which isn't a problem. I like it. Connects the two worlds pretty nicely. But I just wonder, what was that character's role? Because you see him in Kakariko Village in the adult timeline, and in the child timeline, he's walking around in the Castletown area, but I forget what his role was. Shut up, Tattle. Alright, so I'm going to go back over here. Alright, now that we're back in Clock Town, I guess I'm going to go to the hotel. Go ahead and fast forward as much time as possible, because you have to wait till the third day to get to where Majora is. Yeah, you have to wait till the third day to see where Majora is. Wait, what am I doing? I'm not thinking straight. You know what? We're already at the 20-minute mark. Let me go ahead and do this, and in the next episode, we'll go to the hotel. And then from there, I will talk to the woman. She'll tell her stories as many times as we can do it. We'll listen to the giant story. That way I can, wait. Nope. Fast forward time to get as close to the final hours as possible. So give him his tears so we can have this flower. Alright, we got the deed. Okay, you really helped me out. Now I can have the perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't set eyes on on a jewel or strange sparkle stone like this in a very long time. The title deed for this spot should be in high demand amongst the Duke scrubs or Deku scrubs, but you already know that. If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it. And that's a pretty fun quest, I would say, you know. There's a bunch of these little Deku guys. Each one wants a different deed from where they are. And then the last one, I think you get like a heart piece or something. I don't exactly remember what it is. But anyways, we got that done. So now let me make my way to the hotel's front entrance. And I'll end the episode. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. And in the next episode, we'll listen to the giant story if we can do it. I don't know for sure if we can or not. Might have to just listen. Or the carnival story, because that one's the longer one, I believe. So I'll go do that. I'm going to end this episode here, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you then.